Hi class, this is a video about volcanoes so you get to know a little bit about what we're doing tomorrow and a little bit about the science and history of volcanoes. And I'm Hazel Ward.
Okay. And I'm Becca Zillig. So for this video, the outline is going to be watching a video, which is a quick history about volcanoes, and then Hazel will talk about volcanoes, and then I'm going to give you a quick little outline of our activity for class, and then you'll watch a video about it, and then I'm going to tell you the procedures for when you come to class tomorrow so you'll know exactly what to do, and then you'll complete a survey.
All right. So this is a little bit of Bill Nye. We're going to skip ahead a little bit because we don't need the whole video. But if you would like to watch it in your free time, the link is at the end of the video. So we're going to start right here at 2:28.
Take a look at this. It's a mountain. Well, actually, it's a volcano. Volcanoes are formed when hot molten rock from deep inside the earth finds its way to the surface. Now, this isn't hot molten rock. It's a mild acid. And to help it find its way to the surface, we'll add some sodium bicarbonate. This will be like hard rock right above the molten rock from deep inside the earth. Mm-hmm. See, the pressure builds up and it builds up. And eventually a volcano will erupt. It'll blow its top. It'll explode.
When?
Anytime now. There it goes. You're saying, Bill, you know, I've made volcanoes like that in my kitchen. Maybe better. I mean, that's it? That's it? I mean, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? Take a look. Volcanoes can blow down entire forests in just a few seconds. They can reroute rivers and form new lakes, carve new valleys, transform entire landscapes in a matter of hours. And that's what happened around here when that mountain right there blew its top. It's Mount St. Helens, and it erupted in 1980. It's in the Pacific Northwest of North America. Now, there are different types of volcanoes. They don't always explode when they erupt. Some volcanoes ooze. Now, when I say ooze, I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of tons of rock. At well over 1,000 degrees Celsius. They come out of the earth and they cool off to make new land. Land that you and I live on. See, there are different types of volcanoes, but they all do the same thing. They all build up the Earth's surface.
Alright, and that's where we're going to stop the video about volcanoes. And in case you found yourself tuning out a little bit, I'm going to go over some of the points Mr. Bill Nye made. So where do volcanoes form? On tectonic plates, which tectonic plates are below the earth, and it's where all the rock underneath kind of meets. So it's right in the crack. And volcanoes erupt by heat and pressure, which you saw in Bill's video. So 30 kilometers below the Earth's surface, magma rests, which we can see in the picture here. And when it gets hot by all the heated rock below, it bubbles up and breaks through the Earth's surface. And when it breaks through, that's when we come to magma and lava, because it's magma right up until the point when it breaks through. And then it becomes lava. And the lava, which is dark red and orange, just like magma, will flow down the mountain and become hard black rock. And that is how the volcanoes continue to grow, because the lava becomes rock and it builds. And now there's 3 stages of volcanoes. They can be active, which means they've erupted within the last 10,000 years. They can be dormant, which means there's no sign of erupting right now, but they will in the future. Or extinct, which means it's predicted to never erupt again. Now, the aftermath of some of volcanoes can be tsunamis, floods, earthquakes, mudslides, and rock falls. This is incredibly dangerous. Also, the lava itself is incredibly dangerous since it is so hot, and it can reach up to a 20-mile radius. That could be to the next town over, depending on where you are. Now, some of you may know about Mount Vesuvius, which was actually a very deadly volcano eruption in history. It buried the whole town of Pompeii. But we'll leave that to your history teacher.
Okay, so in class tomorrow, we'll be experimenting with our own volcanoes. So to do so, we'll be using a cup to show the magma chamber. And then up through the cup, that's where the conduit is, and that's where the magma travels up the volcano. And then the top of our cup is a vent where the magma comes out and becomes lava. To make our magma, we will be using soap, water, red food coloring so it looks like the magma, and baking soda. So how do you guys think we'll make our volcanoes erupt? Think about it. Well, if you said add vinegar, then you are right. So the science of how adding vinegar makes it erupt is that baking soda has sodium bicarbonate, and when it's mixed with other ingredients like vinegar, it makes a visible reaction. We're going to watch a video now to show you what you'll be doing in class tomorrow. Doesn't that look like so much fun? So when you come to class tomorrow, meet with your groups that you have for science class and find your table. We'll go up to the front of the classroom and grab all your materials. I'll have everything measured out already, so you just need to grab one of each thing. Now remember, you're grabbing a cup, dish soap, baking soda, vinegar, food coloring, water, and a popsicle stick. So as a group, carefully combine your water, soap, baking soda, and food coloring. Be extra careful with the food coloring because it will stain your clothes. And put your cup in the sink and begin to stir with your popsicle stick very slowly. When everyone in the group is ready, pour in your vinegar very carefully. Watch the reaction that happens and then answer the questions on your lab worksheet as to what you observed during the reaction.
And before you come to class tomorrow, you should have filled out this Google Docs so we know that you watched our video and are ready for our experiment tomorrow. It's short and easy, so there should be no problem filling it out. There's 4 questions. Magma is above the ground and lava is below. True or false? How far below the Earth's surface does magma rest? What are the 3 stages of volcanoes? And name one of the materials you need to build your volcano. And if you thought this lesson was really interesting and you want to learn a little bit more about volcanoes, here are all the resources we used to make this video. So I hope some of you take advantage of these. And we can't wait to see you in class tomorrow.
Bye.